Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 304 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. Oh my goodness, tomorrow is our last day of this month. I can't believe it. How exciting. This square today is made from a hexagon into a square. It's so fabulous. Big thank you to Linda over at Black Sheep Creations. She designed this hexagon block, and in this square today you can see we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 rounds in this square today. But you can go on to making yours bigger. She has the written pattern available to you for free on her website, on her Ravelry and everything, so you can follow along, make yours bigger, adding 3 more rounds, an optional 11th round in there. This square for me though today measured quite large. I will measure it for you, about 8.5 inches with the 7 rounds, which is about 21.5, almost 22 centimeters. So that's how big my square turned out to be using an H size crochet hook, which is what I'm going to demonstrate this square with. So make sure you have that handy. If you want to, you can make it in a smaller hook, like a G hook, which is 4 millimeters. So just to make yours a little smaller, you can definitely do that. You're also going to need a yarn needle and a scissors, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and these tools come in handy in all 365 days of granny squares. Now, the 2 colors I'm using are just the warm brown and the turquoise colors from Red Heart Super Saver yarns. You can use any colors you want. You can use 7 different colors if you want, because we're doing 7 rounds in this tutorial. Or you can use one solid color, as many colors, it doesn't matter, but I'm just using the 2 colors today. And you should definitely check out her Ravelry photos, because there are really pretty colors. There's a turquoise and white, which I actually really enjoyed looking at. So make sure you check her Ravelry out. That link is in the description of this video. And speaking of links, I have other links in the description of this video. So there's a link to that pattern, but there's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on the Facebooks and the Instagrams, and double tap my photos, and also hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia if you share your photo, so that I can see your photo in the hashtag department. And also you can follow me on Snapchat. I will open up my Snapchat for everybody. You can snap me your photos, and I am YARNutopia on there, so you can snap me today. Also, I have to say a big, huge thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit that red subscribe button, and also hit that I in the corner of this video right up here in your screen. There is an I. You can click that. Support YARNutopia today, so we can keep bringing you these tutorials. So now we can get started in making number 304 granny square. Let's start out by making a slip knot. So put your short end over that long end, then fold this down and pull that through, pull tight, insert your hook, and we can start. Let's start out by chaining 4. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 3, and 4, and then go all the way in our first chain way over here and slip stitch in there. So go in, then yarn over and pull through and pull through. Okay, and that's forming a ring. If you know how to start with the magic ring, you can start that way, but I'm going to go right on to round 1. We are going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet of this round. Now in the same space we are going to put 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we need to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we need to put 3 more double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, and 3. Then we're just going to repeat that, so chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. then chain 2, 1, 2. We want to make sure we have 6 of these groupings, okay, with chain 2s in between them. So put another one for a 4th grouping here. We're putting 3 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, again, chain 2, 1, 2. You can scoot these over a little bit so you have room in the center here. We're going to put 3 more double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I have 5 groupings right now. I need to chain 2 and put another 3 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so that's what it should look like. You want to chain 2, and then to close this round, we're going to slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3. So right at the top here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And that's round 1. You can pull that center closed a little bit with your straggler in the back there, so that center is closed. Okay, looks good so far. Going on to round 2, if you're changing color, follow along with me. If you're not changing color, just slip stitch either back into this chain 2 space or slip stitch into these next 2 stitches and into this chain 2 space here. And then chain up 5 and go on to round 2 with me. But I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. I am going to change my color. We're going to start in a chain 2 space between the groupings. I'm going to hook on this color and pull it through. And then we're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what that counts as is the first 3 chains count as our first double crochet, and the next 2 chains count as our chain 2 space. So now in the same chain 2 space, we're going to put a double crochet. So yarn over, go back into that same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so it should look like a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. Now we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to hop into the next chain 2 space, and we're going to put a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet in there. Just like that. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, hop over to the next chain 2 space, and make a double crochet, then chain 2, and then another double crochet in there. Okay, do that all the way around, just chain 2, hop to the next, and put a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet in the next chain 2 space. I'll meet you up at the end of this round, and we'll go on to round 3. When you come back around, you need to just slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 5 here. So count up 1, 2, 3, right in the 3rd chain, go in, and then yarn over and pull through and through for a slip stitch. Now if you are changing color, you can fasten off here, start in a chain 2 space that is in between these 2 V, it looks like a V right here, slip stitch into there, so like not on a side. Okay, go into one of the points, and I'm not going to change color, I'm just going to go into this space here, yarn over, pull through and through for a slip stitch there. Going on to round 3, let's see here, we are going to chain up 3, just want to make sure I'm doing this right, yep. Chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the same space, we are going to put 2 more double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, just like that. Okay, then we are going to do that again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, then we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 3 more double crochets into that same space. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so essentially it looks like there's 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets all in that same chain 2 space, because that chain of 3 counts as a stitch there. Now we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then we're going to skip over the next chain 2 space here. And we're going to go into this next chain 2 space and put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochets in there. Whoops. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then we're just going to repeat that around. So just chain 2, skip over this chain 2 space. In this next, it looks like a V stitch almost, like a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, is a point. So we're going to make the point. We're going to put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochets in there. Okay, now I am going to finish this since it is a repetition. I'm just going to finish this round and then we'll meet up for the next round. Alright, finishing up this round, we are going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 right here, slip stitch at the top of this chain up 3, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Alright, now we can go on to the next round. If you are not changing color, slip stitch into this next stitch here and into this next stitch and then into the point here. So into this chain 2 space of a point. I am going to change color, so I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. And if you are changing color, you can see here your points. Okay, there's 6 points on here. We're going to go into one of the points. Okay, so I'm just going to go right in the chain 2 space there, grab my other color, hook it on the hook and pull it through, and then chain up 1. Now in the same space, we are going to put a single crochet, so go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put another single crochet in there as well. So go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip over these 3 double crochets here, and in this chain 2 space right here, we're going to put 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, hop into the next chain 2 space, and since this is a point here, we're going to put a single crochet, then chain 2, and then another single crochet in there. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat what we did. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, put 3 single crochets into the next chain 2 space, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the next chain 2 space, since it is a point, we are going to put a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Alright, so just do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for the next round. Alright, just finished this round. Now we got to slip stitch into this beginning single crochet here. Okay, not this chain up 1 right here. Go into the single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now, if you are changing color, you can fasten off here and then start in this chain 2 space between 2 single crochets. I'm not going to change color yet. I'm just going to go in there and yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch, and then chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're going on to 1, 2, 3, round 5 here. We need to put 2 double crochets in that same space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now it looks like there's 3 double crochets in that chain 2 space because that chain up 3 counts as a stitch. Now we're going to skip this single crochet here, and in this chain 3 space right here, we are going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to double crochet in each of these next 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And then in this chain 3 space here, we're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then in the chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So 3 double crochets in the chain 3 space, 1 double crochet in the next 3 single crochets, 3 double crochets in the next chain 3 space, and then 3 double crochets in the chain 2 space. Okay, there is that written pattern to let you know, that's linked in the description of this video. I'm running out of yarn. Okay, if this happens to you, this has happened to me one more time this year. This is so frustrating. Just grab a new yarn if that happens to you. If you run out of yarn in the middle of a skein here, just hook on a new color or a new yarn, pull that through. So you're not finishing your double crochet. To finish off, you're going to pull that through, okay? And then just continue your work like so. And you can work over your stragglers. That's just a simple thing. I've showed that once before in the past. So just got to get through all these scraps. So, hey, I just finished another scrap skein. How exciting. Okay, I'm going to finish this round and then I'll meet you up for the next round. When you come back around, be sure to slip stitch to this chain up 3 here, just like I showed you in the last round. Slip stitch to that, and then slip stitch, if you're not changing color, slip stitch into this next stitch right here. You want to start this next round in the middle double crochet of a point. Okay, so in the 3 double crochets that are in a chain 2 space, you want to find the middle one right there. And if you're not changing color, just slip stitch into that and then chain up 1 and go on to the next round. But I'm going to chain 1 here, cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. I'm going to go into that same stitch, or I guess that stitch that's in the center. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 double crochets here, 1, 2, 3. Go into the second one, or the middle one. Okay, and then hook on the new yarn. Okay, pull that through just like that. Then chain up 1. Okay, and then single crochet in the same stitch. So go in, yarn over, pull through. Oops. There we go. And then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we want to single crochet in the next 13 stitches. So go into this next one here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay? Then we want to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then we want to hop all the way over here. Okay, so we're going to skip all of these stitches until the middle stitch of this next point. Okay, so this would be a point here, and there's 3 double crochets in that chain 2 space. We're going to go into the middle one and make a single crochet in there. Just like that. Then we're going to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14. Okay? Then we're going to skip until the next point right here. Okay, so you can see these 3 double crochets in the chain 2 space. We're going to single crochet 14. So go into that one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Then we're going to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Then, oopsie, put that back on your hook if you lose it. Go into the next point here. You can see here we're skipping over these stitches. Going into the next point, you can see these 3 double crochets in the chain 2 space. We're going to go into the middle one and make a single crochet in there. Then we're going to finish this round by chaining 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So right in here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. You're probably like, what in the world, Nadia? That doesn't even look like a square. Well, if you spread these chains out, okay, if you spread them out like this, stretch it out, you can see that the square shape is actually starting to form. Awesome! So now we have to make this more into a square shape. So I am going to not change color. If you want to, you can change color, fasten off here, and then start in the same stitch that we just slip stitched into. Okay? I am going to chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. That's going to count as our first double crochet here. And we're going to double crochet in the next 13 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, oops, here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, ooh, here's 12, and 13. Now, in this chain 14 space, we are going to put 5 double crochets in here. So yarn over, go into this chain 14, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. Okay, obviously you'll want to stretch those, or squeeze them together just like that. Okay, then we want to chain 3 for the corner, 1, 2, and 3. And now in the rest of this part here, this big chain space, we're going to put 11 double crochets. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Awesome. So there is the corner right there. So you'll have to obviously manipulate these to kind of make the shape of a corner, but that's what it should look like so far. Okay, I'll probably need to block this at the end. Anyways, going on to the next step, we are going to, in the single crochet, we're going to put previous round double crochet 2. We're going to put 2 double crochets into this space, or in this little single crochet here. Put 2 double crochets. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, then in this chain 14 space, we are going to basically do the opposite from this side. So we're going to put 11 double crochets in there first. Okay, so you have to really grab that chain and work your double crochets around it. It might be a little difficult at first, but once you get a hang of it, you'll be able to go a little faster. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Then we have to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to put 5 more double crochets in the same space here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and there's your next corner. Okay, obviously you will probably need to block this later, but that looks really awesome so far, making our square shape. So now we are going to double crochet in each of these single crochets on this side. So it is 14 double crochets in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm just doing it a little faster here, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So now we're at the third chain 14 space, okay? So for our third corner, we are going to put 5 double crochets first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put 11 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is almost in. There we go, 11. Okay, so there's our next corner. Lovely. Now we are going to put 2 single crochets into, or I'm sorry, 2 double crochets in the single crochet right here. So 2 double crochets into the single crochet, 1 and 2. And now in this chain 14 space, I won't make you watch the whole thing because this is getting kind of long. We're going to put 11 double crochets, chain 3, and 5 double crochets. So do that, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round. When you're finished with this round, just slip stitch to the beginning here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now, if you want to, you can go on to the last 3 rounds here, but I am going to fasten this off. The square is big enough for me, so I'm going to just chain 1 and cut this yarn, and then pull that through and pull it tight, and then I'm going to sew in my ends here. So take the yarn needle and weave that in. But there are, let's see here, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, and there is 10 rounds with an optional 11th round. You can just read the written pattern. I think that this video tutorial has shown you enough of the pattern to get you going on to the last few rounds there. If you want to, you can learn how to read the pattern, or if you are knowledgeable about reading patterns, you can check out the written pattern and make your square bigger into a 12-inch square if you wanted to. But this is this is big enough for the square I want it to be, and I will definitely need to block this square and make it nice and straight. And you can always, manipulate the yarn to make sure that it is nice and pretty. But there it is. Oh my goodness, number 304 Granny Square is complete. Thank you so much for watching every single day. Share your photos on Facebook and on Instagram. I have to see them, and comment on my photo, on this photo. Let me know what you liked about this square. Did you learn something new? Let's hear it. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy hooking!